stop the car. Please, she's not my mom." Those were the words that changed Jack Miller's life forever. It was a chilly fall evening in Chicago, the kind of night where streetlights blinked tiredly and the wind carried the scent of leaves and coming rain. Jack, a single dad in his late 30s, had just gotten off a grueling shift as a security guard at a local warehouse. All he wanted was to pick up his 6-year-old son, Liam, from his sister's apartment and collapse into bed. But fate had other plans. As he walked down Halsted Street, near the park, a scream pierced the air. Shrill. Terrified. Childish. Jack's instincts kicked in before his mind had time to catch up. He turned toward the commotion and saw a little girl, no more than 8, struggling in the arms of a woman who was trying to shove her into a faded green minivan. The girl was kicking, crying, screaming the words that no adult could ignore. For a split second, Jack hesitated. In today's world, you could get sued, shot, or worse for interfering. But then he thought of Liam, his son, his whole world, and what if it were him? Jack ran. The next few moments unfolded like a blur. He reached the van just as the woman was closing the door. Jack grabbed it, yanked it open, and pulled the girl free. The woman screamed curses at him, tried to shove him, but Jack was built like a linebacker and held his ground. Within minutes, bystanders had called the police, and the woman was arrested. The girl's name wasn't. She had been missing for 3 days. The media called Jack a hero. His face was splashed on TV screens and newspapers. But Jack didn't care about the attention. All he cared about was that Emily was safe, and that Liam was proud of him. Jack's once strong frame was now thinner, a little slower. Life had been rough. After a workplace accident that injured his back, he was laid off. His savings dried up trying to pay for surgeries and rehab. Liam, now 21, was away at college on scholarships, calling home when he could. Jack never told his son just how hard things had gotten. He lived alone in a cramped apartment, took odd jobs when he could, and sometimes went to bed with an empty stomach. Pride had kept him from asking for help. But pride doesn't fill your fridge or pay your power bill. Then, one winter night, Jack collapsed. He was found unconscious in his apartment, malnourished, sick, barely hanging on. Emily Hayes, now 23, was thriving. She was studying law and working part-time with a nonprofit that helped abuse and kidnapping survivors. Her life had been far from easy after the kidnapping, but therapy, support, and the love of adoptive parents helped her rebuild. She never forgot Jack Miller. In fact, she had spent years trying to find him. Not the men on the TV screen, but the men who risked his life to save hers. She wanted to thank him, repay him somehow. And when she finally found him, it broke her heart. A former neighbor posted a message on a local help forum. Emily didn't hesitate. She rushed to the hospital, holding flowers in one hand and her law school notebook in the other. When she saw him lying in that hospital bed, pale and weak, it felt like seeing a giant brought low. But when Jack opened his eyes and recognized her, he smiled. "Little Emily," he rasped, eyes misty. "All grown up." Tears fell freely down her cheeks. She took his hand. "You saved my life once, Jack," she whispered. "Now it's my turn." Became his fiercest advocate. She helped Jack get proper medical care, assisted him in applying for benefits he didn't even know existed, and used her nonprofit's platform to raise awareness and funds for his situation. The story went viral again. But this time, it wasn't just about a hero saving a child. It was about a child, now grown, saving her hero. Emily even created a foundation in Jack's name, to support everyday heroes who fall through society's cracks. People who give everything, ask for nothing, and quietly fade into the shadows. As for Jack, he recovered slowly. Not just physically, but emotionally. For the first time in years, he didn't feel invisible. He felt valued. One spring afternoon, as he stood beside Emily at a foundation fundraiser, looking out at the crowd of supporters, Jack leaned over and whispered, "I used to think saving you was the greatest thing I ever did." Emily smiled, tears in her eyes. "You still don't get it, do you? That day, you didn't just save me. You gave me a reason to become someone who could make a difference. You changed the course of my life. And now, together, we're going to change a lot more than just a viral headline." It became a symbol of hope, a reminder that one act of courage can ripple through time, touching lives in ways no one could ever predict. Because sometimes, heroes fall. But if we're lucky, someone we once lifted up will be there to catch us. Never underestimate the power of one good deed. You might just save a life, and years later, that life might save you. Would you like a thumbnail image description or script for voiceover narration too?